Hello, everybody. Today I had to come on because I've had something that is going around in my head for some time, and that is ageism. I know I have been talking about this before or touching on it in with my training, but now I'm seeing it coming from so many different places, and I'm like, seriously? It's like the world around me is telling me that I'm old, that I am washed out, that I shouldn't be doing this or dressing like that or using, what is it, glittery makeup. All of these things are coming to me, and I'm like, why? Who made these rules? Who decided? Who decided? Who took the right to decide who I am to be at a certain age of my life? And as you know, I'm turning 64 this year. Excuse me. And I'm like totally in the middle of my life. Nothing changed from when I was 40 or whatever. I'm still busy. I'm still doing my things. I'm still doing sports. I'm still moving. I'm still using glittery eyeshadows because who doesn't love glitter? I still wear funky, amazing clothes and costumes because to me, dressing or costumes or clothes, tissues is art, right? And then I'm looking around and it's like, first of all, it was this training thing, right? I got a private trainer and I said, I need to get back in shape because I got an autoimmune disease. I was sick for 2 years and I lost all of my muscle mass. I lost a lot in this time. And I was rebuilding myself. So I said to the guy, I said, this is what's going on, and I need to rebuild myself. And I'm very clear with him that I come from a place of being athletic, strong, and active. Still, he gives me these little lightweight things, And finally, had to stop and I said, look, no, we need to bring this up. So I said, this is too light. This is too light. And finally, he got to the point where he was like, oh, yeah, let's slap it on. And all these big dudes doing their training in this place from totally ignoring me. Now I'm suddenly one of the dudes. They're all fist bumping me when I come in. And of course, I'm not strong like them. But in their world, I am an old lady lifting really heavy weights and being strong and being capable and being on top of it. And to them, it's like, wow. And there's young girls there who are a lot stronger than I am, but that's normal somehow in their world, and it's not. So this was the first really ageism thing that struck me, where I felt insulted, to be honest. I felt insulted. I felt like they looked at me and they didn't see, wow, funky Anna. They saw an old lady, and that pissed me off. And then, it's like on my phone, I like playing such mind games, puzzles, and things, right? And suddenly, I think starting a year or so back, I'm getting all of this publicity for puzzles, which are for seniors, and everything is extra large, so it's easier to see. And this is the age of your brain. And these things are so ridiculously easy and totally of no interest to me. And I'm like, I never looked for that before, ever. So suddenly all of these things are showing up, the algorithms online. So I'm getting all of these publicity and things for seniors. Again, ageism. What? And again, I feel really insulted and pissed off because the stuff I want, I have to really go searching for it because they're not going to show that to me. Because seriously, I'm 64, I'm over the hill. That's not for me. So it's like when you're young, they tell you you're too young, you can't do this. And when you get older, they tell you you're too old, you can't do this, you're not allowed, right? And if you do something that is sort of outside the idea of the age box, you're so amazing. It's like, whoa, you God's gift to the planet, and look that, and you're a one off. And this is also a problem because no, you're not a one off. There are women out there doing the most amazing feats of strength, being in their 60s, their 70s, their 80s, even in their 90s, lifting heavy weights, parachuting, doing acrobatics, all kinds of stuff. But it's like there's something extra that is not normal. So I really started looking at ageism, and then I think also that this age is just what you feel. Age is biological. And then I came across something. I will have to read it to you because I'm not remembering things. And that has nothing to do with age. That's pure brain fog, right? So the very essence of aging in socially constructed. Very interesting. Now it forms an important component in aging studies. So aging is a biological process. So you can either, I mean, I know people who are like decrepit, one foot in the grave and the other on a banana peel when they're in the 30s, 40s. I know people who are absolutely amazing when they're almost 100. There's all kinds. And I think women, much more than men, are put into this ageism thing because men are considered sexy even when they're older. Was it Sean Connery who was the sexiest man in the world in his 70s? Women, I don't think so. I never heard of a 70-year-old woman that was considered the sexiest woman on earth in her 70s, right? So men men have an allowance. They're allowed to age and they're allowed to be sexy and strong and funky and on as they age. But women aren't. For some reason, women aren't. We're supposed to sort of just put away and disappear once we hit menopause, right? The big thing. And I have such a problem with this. So this was my getting on the soapbox today. And if you ladies out there, you're my age and you're hearing this and you're relating to this and you're really pissed off, put a comment down below. Tell me what you think, like this video, share your thoughts, because honestly, the only way we can change this is if we change it. The society out there, they're not going to turn around and say, oh, women, yeah, now you're allowed to be part of the club. Well, welcome. No, they're not. We have to push our way into the club by creating our own, sticking together as sisters, doing our funky business, wearing our glittery makeup, lifting heavy weights, being funky and strong and amazing. And I just wanted to end this with a little thing. Years ago, I must have been in my 30s something. So we're talking quite a long time ago. There was this interview with a woman who traveled a lot, and she was in her late 70s, and she'd been traveling for years. And they asked her, this traveler said, well, my husband died and my children left home and I didn't have pets. So I decided, yeah, why not go traveling? I have my pension, nothing to do. So she started traveling. And then they asked her, what is the best country to travel to? And she said, to Nepal, because there, in their world, I'm old and revered. So they carry me everywhere. I didn't even have to walk. Just a little share because it's so very funny. So with that, I leave you. Today is Sunday. I wish you a wonderful day or night wherever you are in the time span. And I will see you next time I feel like doing a video.